Alright boys, today is finally the day. I think we have more than enough time today to finally finish assembling the motor, as well as pulling the car in and getting the subframe off the car and putting the motor on the subframe. That way on Monday all we gotta do is just get the motor in the car and start buttoning up the little things. So to give you an update from the last video, yesterday me and my dad, we got a lot of things done. I didn't bring the camera with me, so I didn't film a lot of it, but yesterday pretty much what we did, we got the heads fully assembled, we got the whole bottom end fully assembled, we put the timing chains on, we put the timing cover on, we got all that done. So today all we have left to do is just the valve covers and the bottom oil pan, so that shouldn't take much time. And then after that we're going to try to pull the car in and get the subframe off the car and put the motor on the subframe, which would be truly amazing today, so fingers crossed for that. And then hopefully on Monday we will come in, we'll finish getting everything ready to put the subframe into the car, like put the transmission on and just do all that. And hopefully Monday's gonna be the day we do the first start. So I'll see you guys at the shop. Alright, so as you guys saw, we pulled the car in. After pulling it in, me and my dad assembled the rest of the motor. We put on the valve covers, put on the intake manifold, put on all the pulleys, oil filter, bottom oil pan, AC lines, coolant, and both exhausts. So right now we're getting ready to lift the car up, drop the subframe, and put the motor on the subframe. So. Alright, so right now we lifted up the car, disconnected all the joints, have the motor sitting right there, and then so we're going to disconnect all the joints, and then have 4 bolts, subframe bolts, 1, 2 on the other side. We have to disconnect them. The subframe will drop down and we're going to put the motor on the subframe. Alright, so we just dropped the subframe. Now we connect the engine to the engine hoist, lift it up, take it off the stand, and place it straight down on the subframe. And then we're going to start connecting our transmission right there on the back. Everything's going good so far. Alright, so we got the motor mount and the starter. So now we're going to drop the engine onto the subframe. Hopefully we don't shift it too much, because then we're going to have to move it around and line it up. But so far so good. So I'm not filming a lot because we're just doing everything, but this is the progress. We got the motor on the subframe, we got the training connected, all these bolts are tightened up, so now we're gonna drop the car back down, bolt up all the subframe and the transmission mount bolts, raise the car up with the motor and the tranny, and tighten up all the bottom transmission bolts. And we also installed a little clutch line, stainless steel clutch line. So yeah, so far so good. It's kind of tough to get the transmission in, but we got it done, so now it should be pretty easy from here. Alright boys, so right now I'm continuing the second part of this video pretty much. The plan today is to get the car started. As you guys saw from the previous clips, we pretty much have everything in the car. It's early in the morning today, so we have more than enough time, I think, to button everything up, fill the coolant up, fill oil up. I think we're gonna have to top off the brake fluid and clutch fluid, and hopefully we get the first start. Hopefully it all goes well. I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to record just because there's a lot of people at the shop today, so like I don't really want to record them in the videos, so I'll do the best I can. I'll probably just be doing more like time lapses, and then I'll put my voice over talking about what I did in each video with my dad, so like it'll be a little bit different now that there's more people there, but still good news. I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. So we got everything buttoned up, all the sensors that we need to for now. Coolant hoses, pretty much everything's buttoned up. We're gonna pull out the spark plugs and just crank the motor to start the oil flow. The way once we do the first start, there's already oil all over the engine. Alright, so to give you guys an update, everything went as we planned except for one thing. The car started perfectly, it ran amazing, like sounded great. Didn't seem to have any issues with the way that it was running, so that's a big plus. I'm super happy about that, but we noticed the oil pan was leaking because I guess we just didn't put enough gasket maker on one side of the oil pan, so there's a little gap that formed and the oil just slowly leaks through it. So right now we're probably just gonna drain all the oil because we let the engine run for a couple minutes. So now we're gonna drain the oil to get rid of any like shavings, any gasket maker that's inside the oil. We're gonna drop the pan and put all new gasket maker just to try and seal it up one more time, and hopefully it won't be leaking after that. So I'll keep you updated. So this is probably gonna be one last update before I hopefully take it home today, because I think we're gonna give it about 2-3 hours for the gasket maker to dry out and like seal it properly this time. So we added a bunch more, so hopefully it's not gonna be leaking anymore. But in the meantime, we're just gonna do a couple little things like put the bumper back on, do the bumper quick release clips that I bought for it, and just figure out just little things to do with it for now within the next 3 hours that the gasket maker is curing. So, and hopefully, I think today we're gonna take it home, so because it's already running, it's already all good. So good news. So far it's looking pretty good. We just redid the oil pan gasket. We added a little bit more. Well, this time we put a little bit more on, so it seems like there's nothing leaking, nothing underneath the car that seems like it's leaking. We're just waiting for the coolant to fill up completely, and pretty much looking good.